What's up guys, you're watching Spas Apple, and on this video I'm going to cover everything about Apple's October event of 2014. So let's go ahead and get started. So Apple has announced OS X Yosemite to the public, so it's available right now. I have put the link in the description for the Mac App Store link, so it's completely free. And yeah, they've also announced iOS 8.1, which contains a lot of bug fixes and brings back the camera roll folder on the Photos app, and it's going to be available on Monday. So they also announced the new iPads, and they announced the iPad Air 2 and the iPad Mini 3. So let's go ahead and focus more on the iPad Air 2, which is a really nice upgrade from the last generation. It's 18% thinner and is 6.1 millimeters thin, and it's also 0.96 pound on the weight. So it's a really thin and light product. Speaking about the display, we have the same 9.7-inch Retina display with the same resolution, 2040-80 by 1536, which is a really crystal clear screen. It's slightly more improved on the colors and stuff like that. It features 3.1 million pixels inside the whole display and 264 pixels per inch. Now in terms on the power, it's featuring an A8X chip, which is 64-bit architecture with a 2.5 times faster graphics and 40% faster CPU, and of course the same battery life as all the iPads, 10 hours. And finally, Apple has introduced Touch ID into the iPad, and yeah, you'll be able to use Apple Pay and stuff like that, and all the security that the iPhone does have. Now let's talk about the camera of the new iPad. It does have an 8 megapixel rear camera with the ability to take some slow motion videos, some panorama pictures, time lapse as well, and yeah, also they've introduced a slightly better FaceTime HD camera, and yeah. And of course the new iPad Air 2 does come with iOS 8 pre-installed, and also they've introduced some new smart covers and smart cases for the new iPad Air 2, and it comes in $499 on the base model on 16 gigabytes. Now let's talk about the iPad Mini 3, which is nothing really special, because the only difference from the last generation model, we do have just Touch ID. So we have the same specs, we have the A7 chip, we have iOS 8 now, and of course the same camera. Everything is the same, except you have this new Touch ID sensor built into this new iPad. Now let's talk about the Mac, and they've actually updated the Mac Mini with some slightly faster specs, and it also has $499 of the price of the they just dropped the price to $499. And finally, the hottest thing from Apple, it's the new 27-inch 5K Retina iMac. So they've actually introduced an iMac with the beautiful Retina display, and it's more like a 5K display. Now it's got 14.7 million pixels inside the whole screen. It's a 5K resolution. As you can see, we have 1080p resolution right here, 4K and 5K. So it's a really nice panel. It's gonna look really nice. It's 4 times more pixels than before, as you guys can see. And yeah, it still has this beautiful design, this really thin, weird design, but yeah, it's really nice. So now in terms of specs, you can upgrade to up to 4 gigahertz to Intel Core i7 processor, sorry. And it's also running OS X Yosemite, which is the latest version of OS X, and is built with some really nice apps, iLife and stuff like that. And yeah. And finally, the price of this new iMac is going to have $2499 for the base model, which the base model comes with so on the base model we have 3.5 gigahertz quad core Intel Core i5 processor, and 8 gigs of RAM. Alright guys, that was my quick video on showcasing all the new products that Apple has announced on their October event. So let me know in the comments below what you guys think about this product. And in my opinion, a big disappointment was that they didn't release a 4K display or better Thunderbolt display. We were expecting it a lot. And also the Mac Mini just got some specs pump up and not design change. But anyway, let me know in the comments below what you guys think, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.